Today on Foxpro's Fast and Furious, Foxpro's Mike Dillon takes us to his home turf where it all began. We switch to night mode and chase Pennsylvania Reds after hours. It's predator hunting at night. Once you see eyes, the hunt begins.
So I'm trying to think what coyote's going through right now.
That's what I'm talking about. Bird down, baby.
Welcome to Foxpro's Fast and Furious. I'm Mike Dillon. I'm in Pennsylvania, where predator hunting has changed my family's way of life. Say the words predator hunting, and most people think of rolling hills, western prairies, and hard-charging coyotes. It's the definition of fast and furious. But before the coyotes exploded across the country, many hunters chased fox. In a few places, red still remains strong. My backyard happens to be one of them. It's Lewistown, Pennsylvania, farm country stuck in the mountains. In this stretch of town, fox dominate, and night hunting is the ticket. As darkness falls in the valley, anticipation rises.
Here we go, Pennsylvania. Mike Dillon and I get to hunt together for the first time in a long time.
Tonight, Abner and I chase the first reds of the season.
You guys good?
Night hunting for me is part of who I am. You know, I've been doing it for 30 years. I've been doing this for a long time, and it brings back a lot of memories as a kid.
I am fortunate enough to hunt a lot of different places, but by far, I would have to say, anywhere in the country, my favorite place to be is Pennsylvania.
It's gonna be good. We got cold temperatures. Temperatures are dropping. It's supposed to get down around low of 30 tonight, so
Need me to carry something?
I'm good.
When the lights go out, we switch the camera to night vision, and the hunt begins.
Hunting at night is really, it can be very addicting because you sit up and start calling and you're running that light, looking for eyes coming in, you catch eyes. But now you gotta verify what you're looking at.
At night, everything can be on the move. The first thing you want to see is those red eyes. You want to see those red eyes low to the ground, and they come in with a particular note. Usually you can tell pretty quick it's a fox. Just like during the daytime, one wrong move and the hunt is over. We blew it on this cherry red. Luckily, the night is young. With permission to hunt on several more fields, we quickly moved to another in search of Abner's first red of the season. Instantly, we have action.
Some fox are gonna come in and come right on top of you. Other foxes are gonna hang up out there. They're a little unsure about things. Most of the time, he'll come in, he'll stop at like 150, 200. He's checking up. He's trying to figure out what decision he wants to make next. He wants to use his nose, so he's gonna try and get downwind of you. A lot of times I've set up on some reds that have hung up on me, and I actually just muted the call and sat there and just was silent for 5 or 10 minutes. And when I flick the blight back on there, I can see them sneaking in.
Baby.
Good shot.
Like that. Thank you, man.
That's a good shot, buddy.
150 yards to 200 yards at night, that's a tote. I just put the crosshairs on it and I had good optics on there. The Nightport scope, I am really liking that scope. Pretty red right there.
That is pretty
Nice,
red.
pretty red. Look at that bushy tail on it.
The female?
Yeah,
Male?
female, little
Female?
female. Good bushy tail there, nice healthy looking fox.
She's a pretty red too.
First red fox this season, man. Thanks, dude.
No problem, brother. Good shot.
Thank you.
I was glad to be there with him, the one holding the light to sharing his experience.
Now that's a good start to the season.
Good deal.
Coming up, we take a trip down memory lane. Meet the man that made the first Foxpro scream. Then, the action gets close and personal. You're watching Foxpro's Fast and Furious.
Hunting fox is a tradition that has been around as long as we've held guns. In my hometown of Lewistown, Pennsylvania, we still keep this tradition alive. Tucked inside our mountain valleys, farm fields and timber scatter the landscape, creating the perfect habitat for red fox. As creatures of the night, fox become most active when the sun goes down. It's a simple truth I learned on my first hunt over 30 years ago.
We'll probably work here and then get up to the transition and work right into 50 yards.
Tonight, my brother Steve and I hunt them at night, just as we did as kids.
The wind's blowing right in our face. We've got a really good wind. And it's dark. We have no moon. This should be a pretty good stand through.
Turns out, a single hunt changed our family forever. Turn back the clock a few years and you'll understand why.
Foxpro was started around about 1995. The idea came from me watching my kids at the time, Mike and Steve, go hunting with one of the neighbors. They would go fox hunting at night. And I would watch them drag all this apparatus up into the woods with them. Big boom box and lights and all kinds of things. It just made me think, well, my goodness, if that's what you need, if you need sounds to call a fox, you don't need to drag all that stuff up into the woods. There's easier ways of doing that.
So Dad put his engineering mind to work, hoping to make a game call that would make fox hunting easier. It wasn't long, and his first game call was complete. The results came in the field when he turned it on.
And it wasn't but 3 minutes, here come a fox popping his head up over the other end of the field. But that was very gratifying to me. That was great. The thing works.
When Dad first had the product and he was first selling these products, you know, I knew then that he was really onto something.
This is one of the original Foxpros that was actually at that time called Pentec. Still works.
Well, back then, I mean, if I sold one call every 2 weeks, that was cause for celebration. I thought that was great because some other hunter now is going to be happy to be able to use the product that I made.
Today, it's a different story. 15 years, the Foxpro family has grown.
Every unit that we make comes through here to make sure that they're working properly.
The original Foxpro call has changed.
The first prototype to see if a two-speaker system would work with the horn in the back and the cone in the front. This was very early on in the development of the FX series. Seems very unassuming and ugly, but this was just so we could hear it, if it would work, and it turned into this, which you guys, everybody now knows.
And our sound library now carries 100% real live animal sounds.
This is a new sound that we've released this year, the Yipping Coyotes, number C32.
For Steve, the sound has become his specialty.
It's one thing to get something up close to you to have to shoot it or something like that, but it's another thing to get them close to you while they're actually communicating with you. So that adds a whole other element to the hunt. The higher the pitch, the less energy there becomes.
Each sound has a time and a place. You could call it the Foxpro signature.
I mean, I thought at one point, gee, if I could sell one call a day, then maybe I could even quit the 8 to 5 engineering job at the radio station, you know, and do something that I really had fun doing.
Where we have started out at to where we're at today, to share his story with everybody, it just means everything to me.
Up next, we get back to the action. The Fox are running, and Mike Dillon has the hunt of a lifetime. You're watching Foxpro's Fast and Furious.
Every hunter has their favorite stomping grounds. Mine happens to be in my hometown of Lewistown, Pennsylvania. Over 30 years ago, I called my first red fox in this mountain valley. It changed my life forever. Today, it's home to Foxpro, our family business, and today my brother and I hunt it just like we did as kids, at night with a collar and a light. To make it better, we get to pass the tradition to my boys, Zach and Jace. This is their first hunt ever.
And I decided that I thought it was time for them to go. They had prepared this mentally in their minds for a while, and I just felt the timing was right.
Have you hunted over there?
Before the hunt begins, we meet with the landowner and ask him about the property.
Occasionally I'll see a fox in the corn watching us, you know, so that there's plenty of foxes back here.
He watches the land and knows it better than anybody. We hope his advice can give us an advantage.
I'd like to call towards the mountain, down towards the creek, and call them up.
Oh, really? Well, there's a pretty good spot at the base of that hill over here to give you just what you're describing.
That's all the information we needed. Our plan is ready, and we head home, waiting for night to fall. Once dark, we head back for the hunt. Seat belts. Within moments, we have action.
Not all opportunities are going to be successful, but to take them out and to be successful on the first stand and let them share in what my life is and share it with them and see the reactions on their face, priceless. Look at that. Stay back. I don't want you to touch them, okay? You just gotta stay back. No, don't touch. Okay? Yeah.
I see where you shot him at.
Yeah.
Can I find him?
No, stay back. Stay back. As a father with young children, you get one opportunity to take them out on their first stand.
There's like colors mixed in with when you shot it, and I could hear that loud boom like loud.
You could hear the boom. What'd you think about that, Jace?
It was awesome.
Was that awesome? Did you see his eyes coming into the call?
Yeah, it was like
What color were his eyes?
reddish.
Like reddish colored eyes?
Maybe like reddish, orange maybe.
Well, look at its teeth. Stay back, see its teeth? Oh yeah. That's a pretty young fox. That's probably a 2-year-old, I'd say. His teeth aren't real wore down at all. I'd say that's a 2nd-year fox. He's furred up pretty good, but he's got a little bit to go. But you know, we'll take that for tonight, won't we, guys?
Yeah,
Come here, give me a hug.
Cook them up and
Come
eat
here.
them.
Yes. Thank you, guys. Love you, boys. You know, you can't say it, you can't feel it. You've got to live it. You've got to experience it. You've got to get them out there and do that. You ready? Let's go. Let's go show it to Mom. Where is she? Where is Mom? Mom's at home.
Still to come, we define the term hard charger. Is it the highlight of the homestand? You're about to find out.
I've been hunting fox in central Pennsylvania my entire life. Over time, a few things stand out. It's best to hunt them at night. The darker, the better.
We're in the dark of the moon. We're coming up on a full moon.
A good light is a must.
We use light force lights, which in my opinion are the best lights, the only lights that I'll use at night.
A red lens cover dulls the harshness and prevents fox from spooking. One man holds the gun, the other runs the light. Scan the horizon with the light, moving back and forth until you spot eyes. Then you lock down if it's a fox, allowing the shooter to focus and take the shot. It sounds easy enough, but no matter the equipment or experience,
I couldn't get steady.
it's still hunting. This fox got lucky, but that's okay. At night, it's about responsibility and taking only the right shots. Calling ahead to notify law enforcement of your plans is a smart move. When someone hears your shot, there are no surprises.
You know, I always like to make it known to you when we're going to be out. I mean, is that helpful to you?
And tonight's a perfect example. You know, I got that call. I knew you were out, and I knew the areas you were hunting. Yeah, absolutely, it is. That's a two-way street. You know, that'll be a time that if I have a complaint of coyote damage somewhere, I can say, hey, you may want to check over here.
It's one of those nights where everything is on the move. We quickly move on to a new stand. This time Abner takes aim. This red is locked on the call, closing the distance fast.
Here he comes. Here he comes.
Turns out, a hard charger isn't always a good thing at night. Again we move. After a string of bad luck, it all changes with my brother behind the gun, the way it started many years ago.
Anytime you get the chance to share a stand with a family member, it's one of those things that it'll leave a memory forever. It came in really good to the call. It didn't try to circle downwind. It was coming in really well. Stopped perfectly for him, and Steve made a great shot. That's definitely a mature fox, yeah.
Darker than generally you like to see for the fur market. He also doesn't have any white on his legs. Usually, a lot of times you'll see some of them, not all the time, with some white on their legs. Call those white socks. But he's really pretty. I think I'm actually going to do a mount on him. I think that would be a nice mount. I don't have any that are dark like that.
Steve was excited. Yeah, that's his first fox this year. But if you shoot a fox and it's not exciting, it's probably time for you to hang it out. Nice fox.
Hunting fox in my backyard, it never gets old.